Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and today we are taking a look at something a little different. I've done a lot of reviews on multiple different kinds of VR headsets as well as different earphones in the past, and all kinds of really cool pieces of hardware. And one of the things that a lot of these pieces are missing is high quality microphones, right down to the Pimax crystal. And today we may have our solution that allows you to not only maintain a wireless setup, but swap between different headsets and audio equipment. Stick around to find out more about this, trust me. If you are interested in acquiring any of my Overkill's tutorial guides for Microsoft Flight Simulator, or simply interested in supporting the channel, please consider joining us on Patreon. Patreon subscribers level tier 2 and above have access to all of my guides, as well as any future releases that come down the road. Patreon link can be found in the description below.
Overkill simulations, watch us as we fly.
All right, guys, so funny enough, the developer of ModMic actually reached out to me, and I had not even realized until day before yesterday that I actually already had one of these. My daughter was using it. We have one, and I'm going to show you guys what it's all in the box, and it is a phenomenal headset. I had one of these a long time ago with the Pimax 8KX, and I didn't even realize, guys, until I started taking a look at what this was, that I already had it. What I was trying to solve with this particular piece was that anytime I tried to do a recording in VR, obviously when I turned my head, you guys would hear the sound sort of do like this. And then as I turned my head back towards the microphone, you'd obviously pick back up. I use a Blue Yeti microphone desk mounted microphone for most of my recordings, like what you are hearing right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys some of the really cool features about this particular wireless mic. And again, this is actually the second one I am now in possession of, so I can speak from experience and tell you about what my daughter's experience is with it as well. And we both very, very much so like it and like the quality and like the features that are in it, but we're going to deep dive obviously into that for you. Where I'm going to tell you guys right now, as I mentioned earlier, this was used on my 8KX. This is where this thing, for me personally, shines, is virtual reality. The VR microphones, for the most part, pretty much it doesn't matter who it is, guys, whether it's the Reverb, Oculus, Pimax, the microphones suck. Like, I'm just going to say it. In comparison to what some of the other options that are out there are, they're just not very good. Now, that if you're buying a VR headset for the purpose of a high quality microphone, you might want to readjust your spending habits, but and take a little bit different look at what you're going for. So let's go ahead and dive into this. I guess I can keep talking as we go here. They are very, very nice, and you can use these with multiple different applications, whether it be earphones, HMDs, like we were just talking about with VR. It really depends on what you're going for. For example, there's a lot of high quality headphones that don't have microphones in them. They're just purely audio. So like, for example, Bose headsets and things like that, or ear headphones. And it's very, very simple. Yes, this is it. This is exactly what we have. Again, my daughter's using it, and she loves it, by the way. It works very, very good. But check this out. Very awesome compact case. Laid out very neatly. It uses a Bluetooth dongle and then charges through the same way. But that's not the cool part about this. So first we're going to read this. Your ModMic wireless comes with USB extension cable and cable anchor. Use these to keep your wireless receiver in line of sight so you can tell when your battery is muted or on low battery, or when your mic is muted or on low battery. Okay, it's got a couple of different options here. You can see the clamp. Talks about how to install that. I'm going to show you guys all that because we're going to put it on the crystal here in a minute. Here is the microphone. Very, very nice quality, guys. Very, very slick. Nice bend. Comes with the pop filter. You have also two different directions. It's got the omnidirectional, or not omnidirectional, bidirectional. It's got forward and aft on the mic. I think I can pull the pop filter off. Yeah, there we go. So you guys can see there's the mic on front, mic in back, okay? And so you can tell it whether you just want it to be one directional or two directional. So if you were doing like an interview with it, and that's the thing is you could hold it, Anyway, digress. Nice, flexible, but yet stiff mic boom, so you don't have to worry about it flopping all over or changing position. Again, here's where you change the different settings. We'll talk about those later on. And then obviously how you would power it on. Micro USB charging port and magnetic attachment. This is where it gets cool. This is probably my favorite part about this. So here, USB receiver. Again, nothing really fancy. Not much to talk about there. It's a USB dongle. Okay. Here is the charging cable for the headset. Okay, so there's the micro USB, or for the microphone, not for the headset. And then here is, it's just a USB extension cable, guys, is essentially what these are. Nothing too fancy, but what it allows you to do is, like as they were saying, if you are using this outside of VR. In VR, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be able to see it. But outside of VR, you could take this, plug it, you've got the extension cable, keeping this always in view. And I'll show you guys what that looks like later on. When it mutes, there's an indicator on here that tells you that you're muted. Or if the battery is low. Okay, so very simple kit. This is where it becomes cool. So the kit comes with, I believe, is it 2 or 3? Looks like 2. And a couple of spare adhesives. Kit comes with 2 anchor preps. Or anchors, not anchor preps. I was reading prep pad right there. And a couple of spare adhesives and some cable channeling if you want to sift the cable through somewhere, right? And there's our spare adhesives, but these are where it's cool. So we're gonna mount this guy. Let me bring it up closer. Onto the Pimax headset. I'm gonna keep this one as a spare. And then, I could put this on, for example. I am thinking about it. I haven't decided yet whether or not I'm going to get the Quest 3. We'll see. I really do want to try out the mixed reality, but that's really the only reason I want it. So I don't know if I'm going to be patient and wait for Pimaxes. But anyway, so you set it up, boom, and that's it. And it's strong, dude. Like, it's a good magnet. Like right here, I can feel it. It's pulling. Anyway, so you got a nice strong channeled link. So you can sort of rotate it in segments and then use the boom for fine tuning. Very easy setup. So let's get through that process next. All right, so let's get back started. By the way, if anyone knows how to get a hold of Monster, you guys need to send them my way. I need a sponsor. I probably drop $20 a day on Monster, and someone needs to help me. I love these things. By the way, the strawberry, epic. Anyway, back to the video. Okay, so very simple process, guys. Now, you want to be thinking about, when it comes to the Pimax, remember that they're going to have multiple faceplates. So if you're going to be changing out your faceplate, you want to be taking that into consideration. Now, unfortunately, when it comes to this, I'm thinking probably under here is where I'm going to mount mine. But I'm also thinking about things like the hand tracking unit and things like that. So be thinking, like I'm sort of thinking probably somewhere like here. And then I can turn it and move it. So I'm probably thinking like here on the side is where we'll go. So let's get the cleaning pad out. And if you guys lose this or need another one, it's just rubbing alcohol is essentially what it is. It's isopropyl alcohol. Like this is 70%. So you can use anything. The idea is just to get any grease or contaminant. And ironically enough, to the developer, when you guys see this, this is dry. Like 100% dry. Yeah, it didn't leave anything behind. So not too worried about that part, but something that you guys might want to know. That was 100% dry. But I'm really not worried about it. If you guys use any kind of Windex or something like that, just use something that doesn't leave a film or any kind of residue behind. Again, I've used one of these before, and it has yet to come off, and I don't think I used the alcohol prep there neither. So I'm going to put mine right about here as I touch the spot with my greasy finger. We're going to do like that. Now, with anything else, you want to give it time to cure. 5-10 minutes. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy. Just remember, like I said, that magnet is no joke. It works. So then I'm just going to take this. And there you go. Okay. And then you can shape it. Obviously, you'd be holding it because you'd be wearing it, right? So I'm going to take that off for now. What I will do now is a audio demonstration with this so you guys can see it. And again, this is another very fast process. So I'm going to put the Pimax down for a minute. You guys are more interested in the audio than how it looks on the Pimax. As I walk away, this is a perfect example of where this kind of a microphone will work. I'm wrapping up the Pimax cable. Okay, so now let's take this guy and work our magic. So for demonstration purposes again, I'll take this. I got a USB hub right up in front here. I got USB hubs all over the place, to be honest with you. So we'll take this guy and let's see here. There's that. And let's do this. And it's already setting up the device. Windows is. All right, and it's ready to go. So now, hit that, and boom, we're live. So now, quick commute, red light, indicating that you are muted. Same thing with on the earpiece itself. Unmute, you're good to go. Now you have noise canceling, which is towards the mic, and all noise canceling would indicate is the mic is essentially one direction, right? Okay, and then if you want broadcast quality, is going to be both directions, right? Catching in and outbound, towards and away from the mic, if you will. So I'm going to show you guys both sides. Let me get it set up here in OBS so you guys can hear it. All right, you guys, so here is the quality. We are right about the same distance as it would normally be. So you guys can see, there we go. There we go. Okay, I'm trying to make sure that you guys can actually see the distance that I'm sort of doing from my mouth here is pretty normal to what you would expect to see. Okay, so that is the nice thing about this. The quality is very, very good. So on this one here, this is their noise canceling mode. So we have the switch pushed all the way towards the microphone, tip of the mic. And now here is the broadcast mode, which should pick up just about everything that's around us. So it is a really effective microphone and works really, really well. And like I said, my daughter has been using it for a very long time. I forgot all about it. I was literally in her room talking to her the other day and happened to see the receiver sitting on her desk. And I was like, oh my gosh, I recognize that. And we had probably purchased this easily a year ago, and she still uses it, and it works phenomenally. I remember the reason why I gave her it was because her actual headset, the mic boom broke. And so I gave her this as a replacement rather than replacing her entire headphones. I will have a link to this product down in the description below, you guys, if you guys are interested in checking them out. We have one more set that I'm going to review later in the week, which is a wired microphone with earbuds, but it's a wrap around the ear with a boom mic as well. And I think that's going to be fantastic for for a better quality of review in the future. But the nice thing about this is what you guys can expect to sort of hear. Let's go back to the noise canceling though. This is what you guys can expect to hear probably moving forward with the Pimax videos. But the nice thing is that now I'll be able to turn my head, and no matter where I turn my head, you guys will be able to hear. This is a very, very nice solution to a lot of the poor microphone quality that exists in the virtual reality headsets today. Or if you have a virtual reality or microphone headset that is constantly picking up everything else around you, this is a really functional, very diverse, very easily moved solution to a lot of these problems, especially for those of us like myself who have multiple VR headsets. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys found this video useful. I know this was sort of a little bit on the off topic, but it was one that I felt was worth sharing with everybody, given the fact that microphones are constantly brought up when it comes to especially virtual reality. So, as always, guys, stay safe and healthy. A link to everything will be down in the description below, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, folks.